Yeah, I got it.
Okay, I'll give you guys a hint for the first part. It goes like this.
It says what's the probability of getting one heads and one tails in any order? That's just the first heads, tails.
Heads or tails. You start from a trunk, right? And you have two branches. They should have two branches here and two branches there. And then give me your sample space. You know what that is. That will help your life immensely if you find that. Okay, let's take a look. So I'm flipping a coin 2 times. So my first time is in purple, my second time is in red. You stop there. You flip it twice, you're done. That's it. So my sample space here, heads and heads. Heads and tails. Tails and heads. Tails and tails. Good? Now, what's the probability of getting 2 heads? One out of how many? 4. Great. How about probability of getting 1 heads and 1 tails in any order? 50%. Yep, I got this guy and I got that guy. So 2 out of 4. Everybody good? Great. All right, moving on. There are 20 puppies in a rescue. Used to be in a pound, but people had an issue with pound puppies. All right, so these are black labs. There are chocolate labs, there are black labs, there are yellow labs. So here, there are, for example, 4 yellow labs that are also male. Everybody understand that? But there's 6 total yellow labs. Good? All right, so everyone's understanding how to read this. So you need to answer these questions. Oh, first of all, let's do this one. What's probably random pick a black lab or a chocolate lab? I grab a puppy. He's either a black lab or a chocolate lab. What's the probability of that?
14 out of 20.
Okay, so first I need to figure out my total, 20. And then black labs, there's 6 of them. Chocolate labs, there's 8 of them. So 8 plus 6 out of 20, 14 out of 20. And you just leave it like that. You don't simplify, just leave it as 14 out of 20. Good? What's probably randomly pick a yellow female? So a female puppy that's a yellow lab. So here are my yellow labs. 2 of them are female. So 2 puppies are yellow females out of how many puppies? 20. Out of 20. Everyone good with that? What's probably, I randomly pick a female puppy. I grab a puppy and it's female. How many females are there? 8. 8 out of how many puppies? 20. 8 out of 20. What's probably, I randomly pick a male or a female? Yep, 20. There's 12 males, there's 8 females, so 20 out of 20. 100%. Okay, good. You guys, with your neighbors, finish the rest of the sheet. Okay, let's take a look at some of these. All right, next one. Probably pick a black puppy or a female. So, this one, because see, there's 8 females, there's 6 black puppies. So 6 plus 8 plus 6. But here's the problem. Do you guys see these 3 right here? They're getting this, everyone look up. See these 3 puppies there? The 3 black female puppies, they're getting counted in the black total, and they're getting counted in the female total. They're getting double counted. Does everyone see that? So you have to subtract off one of them. You have to subtract off 3 so you only count them once, because it's getting counted twice. So if you're getting, since it's getting double counted, you have to subtract off the 3, so it's only getting counted 1 time. Yep, out of 20, so that would be 11 out of 20. Another way people did it is, a lot of times people did it like this. They said, add up, just, they take these 4 numbers, they add them up. 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 2, that's 11. That totally works as well. Everyone okay with that part? Okay. Now, next one, male or yellow. Okay, so you got that first one wrong, fix it now. Male or yellow, find it. Okay, so male, there's 12 males. Yellow, there's 6 yellows, but I'm double counting these 4 male yellows. So 12 plus 6 minus 4 out of 20. 14 out of 20? Good, yeah? Okay, now, given. Given means this. Actually, I should have gone over all this with you guys, I'm sorry. Given means this. Given means I have given you that information. You know for sure 100% that information. Given you picked a black one means that you know 100% it is a black lab. I've grabbed a puppy and I'm like, hey, by the way, the puppy's a black lab. So if you know it's a black lab, what's the probability it's male? When you say given, as soon as I say given, that's the only time it's not out of 20. When it's given, you have some information. Then you know it's out of a smaller number. Given black, that means that it's going to be one of these 6 black labs. Does everyone understand that? So now, it's not out of 20, it's out of 6. Is everyone with me? So what's probably it's male? How many males are there? 3 out of 6. All right, so given that one, so now, the next one, probably it's male given what? Given it's a chocolate lab. So given a chocolate lab means you know it's a chocolate lab. If you know it's a chocolate lab, it's not out of 20 anymore. Now it's out of how many? 8. So one find the probability it's male given it's a chocolate lab.
5 out of 8.
Henry, you got it?
Given this chocolate lab, then therefore it needs something to be
So what'd you say it was?
5 out of.
Yep, so there's 8, and 5 of them are male, so 5 out of 8. Good? Okay. All right, so now, oh, whoops, I guess I'm supposed to go through all these with you. The probability it's chocolate given you picked a male. So now knowing it's a male puppy, what's probably it's a chocolate?
5 out of 12.
5 out of 12. The given is the part that restricts it. The given tells you how many it is. Yeah.
I have a question about, okay, for that, I'm so sorry. This is like the first one, the probability you randomly pick a black or chocolate one.
Mhm.
I'm not really understanding why, like, you subtract the 3. Like, it's 8 plus 6.
The black or chocolate one, you don't subtract anything.
Oh, I think you got confused because she was going over probability pick a male. I know probability pick a black or female, which is in the middle. That's
Right.
the one she was doing.
So this one was a black one or a female. So it's the
Hers
purple
is just
stuff.
at the top.
Oh,
That's
my
why.
bad. Okay, never mind. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah. Yeah, good question. See, now it's all cleared up in like 30 seconds and there isn't a whole bunch of confusion like that. Perfect. So now, you guys give these last 2 a try. I'll give you guys another minute in case you need it, and then we'll go over these guys. Okay, let's go and look at these then. So it probably became male or black puppy. Male, there's 12, 6 there's black, 3 of them are being double counted. So it's going to be 6 plus 12 minus 3 out of 20. 15 out of 20. The probably it's female given you picked the yellow one. So now you given it's yellow, you know it's yellow. The probably it's female, 2 out of 6. All right, so 2 out of 6 female, and then probably it's chocolate given you picked a female. So now you're given female. So now you know it's one of these. Probably it's chocolate, 3 out of 8. 3 out of 8. Good? All right. So fix your work if it's incorrect, and we'll move on. Yeah. Tiny?
Yeah.
Okay. So, experimental or observational probability. How about Jake? Go ahead and read for me.
Experimental or observational.
Oh, sorry, Jake. You're Jake. He's Jake. Jake.
Okay. What if we don't know the exact probability of something? The probability of an event is estimated by the frequency of the event divided by the total frequency. Remember disagreements with the relative frequency again. Probability, success, number of successes over the number of outcomes.
Yep, perfect. So, here we're going to estimate it based upon some data we have. It's similar to relative frequency, right? So here, 21 people have O out of how many? 50. So our guess is going to be 21 out of 50. Everybody on board? How about Jacob? Go ahead.
In a survey of students at Los Angeles College, they were asked how many classes they are enrolled in this semester. 39 are taking one class, 146 are taking two classes, 233 are taking three classes, and 52 are taking four or more classes. One of the people surveyed is randomly selected. Find the probability that he or she is taking one class. Is it unlikely to be taking one class? Consider an event to be unlikely if its probability is 0.05 or less.
Perfect. So thank you. So it brings up another thing. Is I might say the thing's 10% likely to happen, that I might feel like it's unlikely, but in statistics, our kind of our official interpretation of unlikely is 5% or less. 5%, 5 cents. How do you write 5 cents? 0.05. Right, not 0.5, 0.05. 5%, not 50%. So, I want you guys with your neighbors, take a minute, try to figure out what's the probability, based upon this data, what's the probability that they are taking one class? Find it. You need to add some stuff up. Let's start your calculator, your phone. Phone's a calculator, totally fine. Totally fine to use your phone.
I just added up all the student survey, and then found out how many students took one class.
Who has an idea of how to solve it? Someone give me a suggestion. Who thinks they know how to solve it? Okay, Savar?
I just added up all the possible answers, which is 470, and then I divided all the students that said they took one class, which is 39, by all the possible outcomes,
Right.
which is 470. So 39 out of 470.
Right. So the number of people taking one class divided by the total number of students, right?
Yeah.
Everybody do it. I'll randomly call on somebody to give me the answer in about 30 seconds, maybe 45. And don't forget, as Kat pointed out, this is in your notes. You're going to need to fill in some blanks here on this one, right? make sure you're filling in your notes. Do you want to get that one down?
Where are we supposed to write that down?
In your notes, there's somewhere there's a spot for it. Look for it. Okay. Let's pick somebody. Alyssa, what's the answer to this?
39 out of 470.
39 out of 470. What is that as an actual decimal? Someone give me that as an actual decimal. Go ahead.
0.08.
I'm sorry, was it?
0.08.
0.08. Okay, so 8%. Is that unlikely or not unlikely? It's not unlikely, right? Does that make sense, everybody? Everybody with me? Because it's not 5% or less. So it's not unlikely. Good? Okay. Not 5% or less. Please note that the experimental or observational probability is not always the same as the population. In the previous example, the survey students might not match the entire school exactly, right? If I flip a coin 10 times, I might get 4 heads, but the probability of getting a heads is not 4 out of 10. Good, so the experiments will differ from the true probability a little bit. So I think you guys have 2 blanks. So the first one on the top of your page, given means you know the event has occurred. Right, given. The next one is experimental or observational probability. Those are the next things. Experimental or observational probability. The probability of an event is estimated by the frequency of the event divided by its total frequency. Now we got some rules. Brett, read the first rule for us.
The probability of an event E is a number, either a fraction or a decimal from 0 to 1 or 0% to 100%. That is denoted by 0 is less than or equal to E.
Probability of E.
Probability of E.
Remember anything? You have the capital P with parentheses that means probability of. Keep going.
A probability cannot be negative, nor can it be greater than or 1, greater than 1 or 100%. A moral of the story, if your probability is 2, something is wrong.
Yes. Oh, you missed that little part. Probability of E is what?
No. It's the number of ways that an event can occur over the total number of possible outcomes.
Right? We've talked about that before. Right, so if you get a whole number for your probability, 2 or 7 or 6, 600% chance of something happening, not possible. You probably find it's 6 out of, right? 6 out of 24, 6 out of 4, whatever. But you forgot you should be dividing by something. Probably rule 2. Bella.
The sum of probabilities of all the outcome in the sample space is 1 or 100%. You can have 50% chance of heads and 25% of tails and 0 chance of anything else.
All right, you guys kind of know that one. If you take the sum of all the probabilities for, all the possibilities, it better out to 100%. Right? You guys kind of know that intuitively. All right, rule 3 is I think it's kind of a lame rule because it's kind of obvious. If an event E cannot occur, if it's impossible, its probability is 0. And rule 4 is also kind of, I think, ridiculous. If an event is certain to happen, then the probability is 1, 100%. Okay. So, question number 1. What is the range of the values of an event? What's the smallest probability of an event? What's the smallest probability can be?
0.
What's the largest probability can be? Write those down. So it has nothing to do with the rest of the picture. It's a standalone all by itself. Right? What's the range of probabilities of the probability of an event? Write down what the range is. You can either say blank percent to blank percent, or you can use a decimal. This number to that number. Check with your neighbors, and I will have you guys give an answer as a group. Cole, what does your group say?
0% to 100%.
There you go. 0% to 100%. Does anybody have a slightly different answer than that? Yes?
0 to 1.
0 to 1. So can it be 0% to 100%? Or 0 to 1 if you're going to do decimals. Good? All right, now, you guys, here is a list of all possibilities of rolling 2 dice, the first dice and the second dice. To find their sum, sum means add, so you can add them up. So this would have a sum of 8. This would have a sum of 5. All right, I'll show you guys on the camera over here. Sum of 5, or sum of 8. So you guys answer problems 2 and 3 in your groups. I'll give you guys 2 minutes, a minute and a half, something like that.